Hello folks and welcome to Victoria 2, the best game Paradox has ever made and ever will make. Unless of course they release Victoria 3, which I was disappointed not to see during PDXCon, but as we wait for Imperator Rome, we'll pretend like Victoria 3 has been announced and play some Victoria 2. You can already see by the title what we're gonna play. We're gonna try to form Gran Colombia. I've actually really wanted to do that for a very long time in Victoria 2, but I've never actually tried, and instead of just playing Colombia and forming Gran Colombia, you know, that seems way too easy. We're gonna play as Ecuador and try to do that. I think that should prove a lot more of a challenge. I also happen to be born in Quito, Ecuador, so, you know, makes sense. It's way more fun for me, personally. So, this will be quite a challenge, but Ecuador actually has the potential to become a great power quite easily, as we're almost a one-province state. We actually own two regions here, I think. In fact, yes, we have Ecuador and Ecuadorian Pastaza, which is the this area here, which was mostly conquered by Peru, and I think also partially by Colombia later on. I think it's actually Peru mostly. Ecuador and Peru have waged several wars over the years. But yes, let's do it. We're gonna get all the immigrants, we're going to research all the things, we're going to industrialize, and then we're going to create a sphere of influence once we're a great power, include Colombia, Venezuela, and hopefully, well, Panama hopefully will not split, and then we'll be able to form Gran Colombia. Venezuela wants to ally. Yes, I'm going to ally Colombia and Venezuela, make them friendly, and then also try to be on the good side of Brazil. There we go, allied with Brazil, and now we are safe. Brazil wants me to join a war against Bolivia. I shall proceed. I'm also fighting Uruguay. You know what? Should we actually intervene? You know what? I think Brazil can handle this on their own, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go to war against Peru for our first conquest. After many years of war, we have finally acquired a huge chunk of Peru. Actually, not a huge chunk. We took back the Amazon region here, the one little province that was left, and then we took another piece of Peru that includes a little bit of coal, which is vital for us to industrialize. Assimilate the peoples towards North Andean culture. You know what? Research points is nice, but why not assimilate them? Obvious disclaimer, anything I do in any game does not necessarily mirror my actual political views. We're just having some fun here. Why am I not a great power yet? I don't know. This industrialization thing is harder than I thought. Ooh, Karl Marx has published the Communist Manifesto in the USA. Cool. Let's declare war on Peru for a second time because they have no allies as it seems. Actually, I'm gonna have to see which state I'm gonna take here. The liberals have come to power and suddenly all the factories start closing down. They start losing money. Here's the thing though, I want liberals to be a majority so that I can pass reform so we can have immigration, but at the same time I don't want them to actually win. So you know what? Oh, this is a tight election. Let's hold an election and hope that the conservatives come back to power. Like, I want the conservatives in power, but I want the liberals to have the upper house. There we go. We've gotten what we wanted. It took we took quite a beating. I mean, we only have a demobilized army. Let's demobilize here our troops. That means we have no army, but now we have to actually build one. So let's make it a good unit. Let's make them yeah, we'll have to make it infantry. Geneva Convention sounds great. Let's do it. We have some Jacobin rebels. I think we're gonna let them take Quito there. I'm gonna clean stuff outside of the capital, but otherwise we're gonna go a little bit more radical. Jacobin rebels have won. We are a super democratic state now. I think we have... Oh no, they only moved one on each. So not exactly... Wait, we went to gerrymandering and not secret ballots? Really? What? So we went back in time a little bit in certain areas, but forward in others. There, now that we're actually more democratic, suddenly everyone is wanting to move in. Look at that, 1,000 per day. Or no, month. North German colonial conquest of Borneo. So Germany, Spain, Italy, and Scandinavia are fighting the Netherlands and the United Kingdom for the acquisition of Borneo. On the other side, they also want Borneo. Right, it's a colonial conflict. And the Netherlands also wants Nordrhein. Peace treaty. I will accept. And we have taken that. We have dismembered Peru, and in the next war we shall conquer it indefinitely. Alright, here we go. The final war. Annex Peru. Annex Peru. Proposed peace took us long enough. We had a bunch of rebellions, and now Ecuador is just one big nice chunk of the coast. It's 1894 and we've finally become a secondary power. However, we can't colonize because, well, all the countries already decided to make massive border war in Africa and the rest of the world. In fact, I don't really, I don't know who owns all of this, but yeah. Ooh, this is empty. Why can't we send you there? Missions is civilize. Alright. Good. Once we discover that, we might be able to try this. I still don't really understand why Fiji is so far away, apparently. I mean, I've researched a bunch of texts now, really pushed the naval area here to get our supply range further out, but it does not seem to be working even with bigger naval bases. Maybe this will change it, but it looks like Britain is going to get ahead of us in any case. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing wrong. We have pretty good prestige rank. I guess we just didn't really acquire as much prestige as necessary. But it does not look like we're going to make it to number 1. Of course not number 1, but to the Great Power list. Crisis over the liberation of Peru. Well, I hope we can take... America's supporting us. That's good. Finally, we have a party in power that actually allows me to open and close factories, expand them. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna expand all the factories. You know what? We might actually be able to do this now that we actually have a good party in power. We might be able to industrialize in such a way that we gain enough points before 1936 that we might even be able to get Colombia and Venezuela in our sphere. The Second Great War is ongoing. I totally missed this. What is it? Cut United Kingdom much size. Okay. Is that it? Alright, we're really close to great power now. I think we might actually be able to do this. We might be able to create Gran Colombia. The only thing, though, is I was hoping to be able to do it a little bit early, so that we would actually have time to do shit. Ooh, I totally forgot to remove this. We have way too many bureaucrats in one of our provinces. Oh god, the border war in this game. Ew. I mean, Africa is a mess. We know that, but look at Europe. Look at the Balkans. That is like, ugh. Ew. Wow, we received almost 7,000 immigrants last month. The Americans get 17, but of course they're a much bigger country. Still, that's incredible. I mean, Brazil only gets, what is it, 3.7. They're still an empire though, so kind of explains that. Ooh, communists are rebelling in America. I wonder if they'll succeed. Also, we have a bunch of communists in, like, Argentina's gone communist. The UK was communist at some point, although they have anarcho-liberals now. Germany, ooh, looking almost nice. I mean, this eastern border here is a mess. But yeah, think we might actually be able to create Gran Colombia. Alright, we're number 8, and we have, what is it, 13 years left? This is it. Oh, yes, there we go. Only a couple of things remain for us to do, and that's to put Colombia and Venezuela in our sphere. And once that happens, we shall be united once more. Membership in the International Olympic Committee, an excellent idea, we accept. Wait, what? It's 1924 and people still have not discovered the source of the Nile? We're sending an expedition, of course. The source of the Nile has been discovered. 130 prestige. Ooh. What? Wait, what? We failed, but we also succeeded? Okay, we'll try again. Ooh, Venezuela. Add to sphere. Alright, we still only have Colombia left. And then we shall win. How far are we? Ooh, just a few points. Oh, shit. All the cores of Gran Colombia have to be owned or be in my sphere. Okay. This is stupid. It's kind of perfect, because Brazil declared war on Venezuela, who was in our sphere. They called us in, and we're beating them up pretty nicely, which means we can ask for the Amazon. Acquire Amazonas. Proceed. Let's zoom out here, and oh, nice. And we can do it. Here's the thing, though. I'll admit, we had to actually make France release Panama and remove them from their sphere so that we could include Panama in our sphere. But now we have beaten Brazil together with our allies, and we can finally go ahead and form Gran Colombia. Gran Colombia was a political federation established in South America in the wake of Simón Bolívar's successful liberation of the territories of Colombia, Venezuela, and Ecuador from Spanish rule. The federation broke apart in 1831. We are in a position to reunite the North Andean peoples once more if we proclaim a new Gran Colombia. Boom. Oh. Oh, wow. That is so nice. We also have new parties, though, which means that one of our cool liberal parties that was doing pretty okay, that had a interventionist policy, is now gone. So we'll have to change our political stance there. But we've done it. We formed Gran Colombia. And the best part, personally, is just, you know, having been born in Quito, is just seeing that. Seeing that being the capital instead of Bogota. It's kind of funny. France offers an alliance. Proceed. I wish I had achieved all of this earlier, though, because then we could have done some African colonization. However, you know, I was playing as Ecuador, so I guess it was a challenge, and we sort of did it. Yeah, it bothers me that we did have to actually go into the console to do this, but the Panama Canal will never be, because I actually thought it was just, oh, add Venezuela and Colombia and you'll be alright, even though if you don't own all the cores, it should still be fine. You form this thing and then you try to reclaim the cores. Oh, outlaw slavery. We still haven't done that? Ooh, this is pretty important. Wait, it is outlawed. I don't understand. Alright, we're slowly expanding our sphere again. What's this? Is that Spain? What? Why is it green? Why does Spain have a green color? Oh, could they be in the Russian sphere? No, that doesn't make any sense. No, yeah, it is the Russian sphere. Wow. Alright. I don't care. You know what? I'm gonna support the British here, only because the Americans have supported the Irish. Ooh, I love this game, but it seems to be a little bit broken. There's a bug here. I incorporated Venezuela, but their troops are still around somehow. Well, looks like only battle will decide who's right. So it's the USA versus the world. Good luck. There's been peace in our time, and the borders look even worse. God, this entire map is just a mess. Asia Looks fine. Britain didn't really secure India though, and God, what a mess. And there we go. It's the end of the game. We got, what was it, 8th place. Nice points there. Scandinavia right behind us. Guangxi, Canada, Brazil. Brazil's in our sphere. Actually, we're on the way to being in our sphere. We're gonna take a look at it really fast. But it's been a nice campaign. I think I could have done it a lot better, but we did the best we could do. Okay, so apparently I can't really open up the last autosave, because then it's already on the exit menu. But if we just take a look at the map, sort of the same thing we took a look at right towards the end there. Brazil and Bolivia, God, I don't know, why did you do that? Africa, Germany, the Ottoman Empire is still around. The Balkans is a mess. It's just, it's a mess. It's, but Europe, at least, you know, north of the Balkans, looks pretty decent. It's not perfect, but better than some runs here. And otherwise, again, Asia, pretty stable. The British haven't really unified India, though. Persia still around. Scandinavia, Ireland there. And that's about it. If you have any suggestions for what I'm going to play next, please let me know down below. This being Game Gapster, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.